Start it up.
So, Millennial Dick, that's obviously not his real name, but Millennial Dick says, "Hey, I got a bunch of anime for you to watch." And he's of that age where you guys think Dragon Ball Z was high culture. And oh, I'm never going to stop pouring salt in that wound. Look, guys, it happened to the best of us. When I was your age, when you thought Dragon Ball Z was great, I thought, well, Voltron was pretty good, actually. If you watch it, that aged well for an edited Japanese to American cartoon. But like He-Man and Scooby Doo, and yeah, Scooby Doo is pretty good though too. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, you're like, oh yeah, it is just them smack talking the entire. Just should have called it Smack Talk, Japanese smack talk. Maybe add a letter at the end of it to make it really Japanese animation-y. Smack Talk R, Smack Talk O, Smack Talk G. Like, dude, you watch Smack? Yeah, watch it when I was a kid. It's the greatest. Yeah, don't watch it as an adult. So I appreciate everyone sending me the like, hey, try this anime, try that anime, try this anime, try that. And I did, and I'm like, man, these suck. They just anime as a genre, not manga. It's not that good. Now, it's way better than anything America's coming out with. I'll grant you that. If you said, Aaron, you got to randomly pick a movie, modern American movie or modern anime, I'll take the anime. I don't care if it's like one of those high school drama things that just I never watched. Can't no. I'll take my chance with the Japanese, because it's not poison, but generally speaking, they're not that impressive either. However, this one is 91 days. So Millennial Dick, he gave me a list. He says, you should watch this. Says, how much for review? I said, well, how long's the episodes, or how long's the series? And he was smart. He says, well, I just want you to watch one, because he was smart enough to know I'd get hooked on it. I said, I want to be $35. It's only a 24-minute thing. So this morning I sat, oh, what a spoiled little Gen Xer I am. What a spoiled piece of trash I am. I sat there in my bed having coffee, watching Japanese anime, getting paid for it. Oh, just despicable. I lean over to the GFI. I'm getting paid for that. I'm like, I almost felt bad. Almost. I could peer around the corner where I'd say, oh, you could almost see yourself a despicable, worthless human being. But I didn't go that far. I still got value. The dog likes me. So I was watching it, and the basic premise is it is a 1920s Italian mafia anime taking place in Italy, not New York, not Chicago, not America. This isn't Al Capone or the Untouchables. This is in Italy, where they're running booze. So imagine kind of your standard, back when America made good movies, your standard 1920s prohibition movie, except with the backdrop, instead of being Chicago or New York skyscrapers, it's the Italian countryside. And they don't really say where, but there's an island. It's like, oh, is that Venice? Kind of influenced by that. And this kid gets his family bumped off when he's a little kid by an Italian gang, an Italian family. He escapes, and then fast forward 10 years, I guess, 15 years. He's a young man. He meets back up with his buddy who makes some really good booze. And they're off to the races. It's like, let's go sell some booze. Like, why are you back? And this is all episode 1, by the way. I'm sure it'd be flushed out why he comes back. Revenge, obviously, being the main point. Filled in pretty good. Already, they're getting in fights with rival booze runners. Machine guns and explode. It's very creative how they fight. And then within one episode, not only do I know what's going on, has there been some character development, and we see like, well, these guys got some skills. They already kind of formed the ragtag team. Like, well, these are the main characters. Brilliantly done in 24 minutes. It was kind of cool. And then hang on, I gotta look this guy up. Hang on. 91 Days voice actor. Because I was playing Mafia 2 on the Xbox 360. Let me look at the cast. And there's this one guy that has a very interesting voice. I gotta look at the character. Are you gonna show me the pictures of the characters? Okay, okay. Brandon Potter is the voice actor. Hang on, let me see. Brandon Potter. Brandon Potter. Was he in Mafia 2? Oh, maybe it must include Mafia. It was a while ago Mafia 2 came out. But I swear it's the same voice. I'm like, Liza, I can't even do his voice. Oh my God, you're talking about cartoons again. If you play Mafia 2, there's this great exchange between two security guards because it takes place in the 40s. And one guy's, oh my God, Billy, well, I got this thing called a television. A television? Nah, what do you need a television for? You watch these things called cartoons. Cartoons? What are cartoons? They're like drawings, but they come to life. It's just great. Go find it on the YouTube. You can find that exchange. It's pretty funny. Yeah, and this other guy, he says someday in the future we'll be able to control the cartoons. And they're obviously referring to video game. It's a good exchange. But that guy with that kind of voice, a little bit of Jewish in him, I'm like, who's that voice actor? And I heard, I'm like, this is the same guy. I just played that game 3 days ago. So they got some good voice acting. But they build up the plot rather quick. This is one episode in. It's well done. I'm like, sign me up. I'm going to watch the rest of them. Now, of course, I can't evaluate the entire series. This is just episode 1. But I'm like, this is good. It's got a unique plot. And about the only, literally the only criticism I could say about this show thus far is in the beginning, there's the mom and the dad. And they're Italians, So they talk not in New York. Hey, Bobby, bobbity boobity bobbity bee. Let's go and steal some money from the people through the union. They have an Italian domestic, like if someone came over from Italy, or if you're over in Italy and they spoke English, that's what they sound like. Except for the mom. The mom had that like, oh my goodness, what are you doing here, Masha? I'm like, that she wouldn't have that accent. And she'd have to be in the United States for a while, maybe a generation or two to get that. Oh, Masha, what are you doing? I'm like, that's just your general Boston accent that you got going on there. But that was a very minor thing. But otherwise, a great show. And I gotta tip my hat to the Japanese. It reminded me of one aspect of Vinland Saga where they're stepping out of the Japanese culture to do a show about a different culture. So Vinland Saga was obviously about the Vikings. 91 Days, it's about Italians, maybe not about Italians, but it takes place in Italy. And some of the booze runners are coming in from, I think, Switzerland. I haven't watched it that much. But they're willing to tell stories about, that this is a fictional piece. Vinland Saga there was some elements of truth in that when they cited dates and real battles that did happen. I'm like, good for you. Like, hey, look at you did a little, I don't mind if you do videos about Japanese culture, sure. But it's like, look at them stepping out. I even saw on YouTube, I think it was just a short, and I always had an idea for a Japanese anime about a World War II drama. I got it all into my head. I got this idea. I just need $1 billion budget to do all the creative works. So I just like, no, you're the artist. You draw this good. I'm not arguing. We're not sitting, not searching. I don't have time. I need the best artist to do this thing right now. So it'd be a World War II Japanese animation style drama. It's good. I got characters picked out and everything. My mind wanders when I got some time. And look, all I need is $1 billion. All right. Y'all give me $1 billion and then we can get my comic book out. We can get the Japanese animation. Well, I mean, I don't need $1 billion. What? Maybe 2 million total tops for all that. I'm just saying if I had, a little bit of resource, I go put some nice stuff together. But there was on YouTube, I saw Japanese animation World War II. And it looked good. And I didn't watch it. I didn't have time. I just like, okay, yeah, tell me more. That's some good. I'd like to see that. I would watch that. Americans, it's a bisexual, transgendered Queen Latifah, black woman in a wheelchair. And she say sassy stuff, y'all. And it's about the oppressions. And look, all the dopey white guys are acting dopey. Oh boy, can't wait to sign up for that. Let me guess, there's going to be twerking involved, right? Yeah, okay. And this kind of, so I obviously recommend watch at least the first episode of this, seeing if you like it. I'm going to intend to watch the rest of it. But this gets back to I know you guys don't like Disney. I know you guys don't like politics in your entertainment. I know you don't like American entertainment. It's absolutely gone to crap. It's not even entertainment anymore. It's just propaganda. But there are other countries and cultures that make movies and anime and comic books or manga in Japan. And there's also I just found there was a cute little Valentine's Day picture from Peter Gunn, the TV show. This is back in the 50s. And it's a film noir, if you want to know where that came from. Well, no, actually it came from Sam Spade, but Peter Gunn, it had jazz, it was black and white, and it was him and Elsie, I think, was his main squeeze in the show. Peter Gunn was a detective, and was dirty and seedy, and he'd always go to smoke-filled cigar or pool halls and bars and get the bad guy. But it's a nice little quaint picture of him and Elsie holding a heart with the arrow shot through it. Obviously, a promotion piece back in the day. But you can watch these old shows. You don't have to watch any of the new crap coming out. Let Hollywood and Disney and Warner Bros. Just let them keep pissing away that money on filth, on low quality claptrap, and go watch some of the old stuff. Yeah, I know it's not super exciting, but the Andy Griffith Show is very charming. It's like, oh God, Barney's going to get him in trouble again now. Then you walk away happy. Not once what's his name? Not Don Rickles, Don Knotts. Oh my God, Andy, have you heard about the patriarchy? It was just like, I'm going to go downtown, get myself a soda pop. And then sometimes you get in some kind of trouble. You run into Thelma Lou. It was very simple back then. Knight Rider. Hey, there's a talking car and it does jumps and it's bulletproof. There's so much stuff in the past that you can watch and stuff in the future from other cultures. I would highly recommend this one. So there you go. Cappy reviewing an anime. A good one at that. Thanks. Yeah, I presume you and I agree. All right, that's it. Cappy got to go and answer emails later. Oh, link below. I'm sorry. If you're like, well, Cappy, where do I find anime? Where do I find old shows to watch? Well, you can find it on Amazon, but if you go through my Amazon affiliate link to make all your purchases, not some, all your purchases, you don't have to donate super chats. You don't have to donate anymore. You don't have to. You get the same thing for the same price. I just get a percentage and a cut. That's it. It's because the Amazon gives me a commission for directing purchases their way. So link below is linked to my Amazon affiliate program where you could do what again? Make a few, some, or all your purchases. Make all your purchases there. Do I have to go on the computer? Yes, you got to go on the computer, Zoomer. I know. All right. See you guys later, Tipples.